Welcome to the Fretless project. Today I want to focus on this instrument here. This is a Rob Allen called a MB2. Obviously you can see it's a 5-string at the low B, and it's a beautiful bass. I love this. I've recorded and played with this for many years. I actually bought this bass back in 2002. Yeah, I'll tell you a little story related to that. A student of mine came to one of my bass workshops and he said, "Hey Jim, check out my new bass." And I'm playing it and going, "Oh my God, this is beautiful." Well, I played it a whole bunch over the next 3 days and fell in love with it, so I ordered one. I bought it, right? I got it about 3 months later from Rob Allen. I took it out and I'm playing it and I'm going, "Oh my God, I'm playing out of tune here. Let me get my fingers right." And I took a little break and I was kind of worried, and I came back, started playing some more, and it was still out of tune. I'm like, "Oh my God," I'm starting to rethink myself. My God, did I get a bass that I can't seem to find the intonation? All of a sudden I started playing a blues in F and it was just in tune like crazy. And I realized playing that blues, I was playing double bass fingering, meaning closed like this. Here's a whole step, as opposed to like what I normally do on electric bass, where I spread the fingers out. So over the years, I've developed sort of a hybrid technique. I play double bass down here, and when I get up here, I play electric bass fingering. 1 finger per fret. Yeah, kind of funny, kind of stupid of me, but it was fun. Check out the sound of this bass. Huh? So I think of this as my double bass. I actually call it Big Daddy. It's a 35-inch scale, and loving the sound of it, huh? You can hear all about it. I'll talk a bunch about it. It's got a beautiful, of course, flamed maple fingerboard here. It's an alder body, and it's chambered like all of Rob Allen's instruments. He's got a big pocket up in here. Maybe I'll put some pictures up. You got a pocket in here. It's a piezo pickup inside. It's a works off the, picks up the vibration of the wood here. It's underneath this little saddle. You notice the strings on this one go through the bass. It really vibrates against that bridge part in there, makes the sound of the piezo real strong. One control only, just volume. Maple neck. What's that called? A bird's eye maple neck. This is a Brazilian rosewood. It's just a little softer rosewood fingerboard. Obviously, you can see that it's lined. I also have a bass like this, fretted with a high C. But this one's got low B, of course. What else can I tell you about it? Of course, those little maple lines. Other than that, I just love it. I've recorded and played with this all over the world. I'm going to feature some audio and video of this in separate videos, and I think you're going to dig it a lot. I've used this as a, obviously an accompaniment, bottom line rhythm section instrument. Sure. Or I've also used it as a solo instrument. Yeah, beautiful sound. So I've got a lot of different featurette things on this. Let me tell you a little bit about this sound. You hear that wah? We had talked about that before. The strings on this instrument are really quite high. I don't know if you probably can't see it there, but they're very much a double bassish in that sense. Not quite, maybe almost as high as a double bass. But the idea is, there's just a real plunk attack. When the string's real high and you plunk, it sort of bends a little further and it even attacks a little stronger. You know how it is. You've done that on your electric bass. Obviously, you raise the strings up, you get a more pointed, stronger attack. You lower them down, you get a little smoother thing. But this chambering in here in the piezo, boy, that's what gives that swell to it. Rob Allen talks about how because of the chambers, the sound, they vibrate, the chamber, the little softer sort of, and they sort of excite the string. So the string, slow motion or in real detail would go boom, because it sort of gets excited by that vibration in here. It's like its own little echo chamber back at it. Now, it's not an acoustic instrument in the sense that it's not an open hole in it, even though he does make those, but it sure makes, you can feel this body just vibrating. When I'm doing this, I can just feel this against my chest, just vibrating like crazy. So that's one of the real unique aspects of it. Here, let me play a couple of little things. Let me think of something here to play. One of the things that that's so important to me in a good instrument is the way it speaks, obviously. And every bass speaks differently. Guys are always asking me, and sometimes sort of challenge me, like, "Hey Jim, well, what about this bass? Isn't that better? Or don't you think it should do this?" Folks, I just play the stuff that I like and try to set up and make it sound and feel the way I want it to. I don't know all the instruments in the world, and I sure can't tell you what's better than another, because beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But I can tell you that to have a really, really good quality instrument that speaks real easily, real quickly, sustains, has a pleasant sound to it, my goodness, it just makes your playing, not of course sound better, but it makes you want to play more, and it makes your practicing better. There are certain fretless basses I've picked up, and I swear I just can't seem to hear the intonation. Now, I know that's a funny thing. You say, "Hey, Jim, you should be able to play any bass." Well, I can't. I mean, I can play it, but some basses I play better than others. And the tone and the clarity on this instrument, I can just play it real well. So I'm in love with this bass. Fired up. Look forward to some videos coming down the road that feature this instrument in a sort of a performance concert setting. Cool.